We're now going to continue with section 10 of the video for the Freddy bag. This will be the connection or the attachment of your crossbody strap to your side straps. I've gone ahead and done this side over here, so we'll just continue with the instruction on this side for you. So on the side facing your bag, which is technically the wrong side of the strap because the right side is the side that the seam is on, you want to mark two marks. One is at 3/8 of an inch right here, and the other is at 2.5 inches. Now you want to punch a hole through the 3/8 of an inch mark. That's to identify your rivet, where your rivet's going to be placed. Now when you fold over this section, because you're going to be placing the slider on here, it's much easier to fold this portion over to the 2.5 inch section, mark through the hole, and then punch through the second hole, just like I've done right here. Now you want to make sure that you do not catch your threads, because let's face it, that is a top stitching that you have done, and if you catch and snap those threads, you're in big trouble. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed on the slider just like that, and then you're going to place that section together. So you can align those two holes. Now before you set your rivet, you need to remember to place that oval ring down on the strap first before you secure those pieces together. So I'm now going to take my rivet, male portion, put it through the back, and then come through the front, and I'll bring over my hammer and my steel plate. I'm going to place the female portion on top, and I'm going to set that rivet, squeeze it together, and I'm going to set that rivet in place. Again, I do everything by hand. It's a better feel. I can tell when they have set themselves into each other. So I've gone ahead and set that rivet. Now you'll notice when you look closely that the fold, the raw edge, is to the inside of the side of the bag. So it's to the side of the exterior side. And you have placed your slider in there, and it cannot come out. Don't forget to do that. That is extremely important. So you can see I've got both the sliders on, and both the oval rings on, and the sliders up to the top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the crossbody strap portion on. So I'm just going to bring this down a little bit, and I'm going to show you the crossbody strap. Now if you follow the instructions on the page, I do believe it's 46, you need to place two holes. So the first hole sits at 3/8 of an inch from, I'll come over here so you can see through the light, 3/8 of an inch from this side from the edge in, and then you're 1.5 inches from that hole to this hole. So you place your marks, you punch out those holes for your rivets, because it's much easier to do that in advance than it is to do it after the fact. Now you're going to place this crossbody strap so that the right side, which is again your seam side, is out like this. You are going to pull away that D-ring, because you remember you do not want to go through that D-ring. That's strictly to secure your braided strap or your plain strap. You're going to slide this portion through that oval ring, and then you're going to come through. Give yourself a little bit extra amount, because we'll go back and pull it back the other way. Now you're going to, I'm just going to slide this up so everybody can see it. So this is your side strap, and you're going to take this portion, so it's your section, your outer section, you're going to place through this ring just like this. Remember, this is the side with the seam, this is the wrong side. You're now going to bring that back down through the other side of the slider, just like that. Give yourself a little bit more extra loop in there. Now this is the tricky part. You need to take this section, which is the wrong side, on the inside of the oval ring that you have placed on the side strap. You need to come from below that area up, and then you're going to bring that portion, the end, to the wrong side of the strap. You're going to align those holes, and we're going to place the male portion into that hole and then through the face. Now, before you set these rivets, my suggestion would be, I'm going to get some clips, to clip this in place first to make sure you go over everything. So I'm just going to clip these in place. Make sure you go over everything to make sure that you have no twists or anything along the way. So I'm just going to set this, move this over to the side. We're going to go and do the other section so you can actually bring this over a little bit more. Remember, this is the exterior, the right side, which is on the outside of this oval. Feed that through. Give yourself a long tail. Bring up this side. You're going to go through this portion, top portion of the slider like this. Pull it through. Bring this portion of the end of the strap through like this. And once again, give yourself a little more of a loop through there. Come down. With the oval ring, you come from the bottom, up, fold over, and then you clip in place. So what I want you to do is take a good close look at how this is done. You've come through the oval, through the slider, up around, back through the other portion of the slider, down and to the wrong side from the bottom of that oval ring. Same thing over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set these rivets in place, and then we are going to continue, and I'm going to show you how it converts from one position to another. So I will go and set those rings because it makes the camera shake, and then I'll come back. Now I've gone ahead and finished setting these two rivets, the one over to the side and the one over to this side. The last thing we need to do in section 10 is to add our strap tab at the top. So the next video will be on the construction and the assembly of the strap tab on the crossbody strap.